It's so great to see not only the American fans kind of growing, but all around the world, and to see and to know that it's being, played all over, all over the world is really incredible and surprising to me too, because I wasn't sure that that kind of not only time period but genre and just the kind of pace of the show would translate to other countries and that they would enjoy it. But I think it's really great. It was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking to read it when we first got the scripts and then to play them out, and for John and I to know that, this marriage and this partnership as actors and coworkers was ending. It was very emotional, and for the audience too. I think everyone kind of got used to this very dysfunctional Don and Betty. Even though that they were obviously unhappy with one another, that it would actually end was a sad prospect. Going into the fourth season and kind of opening up on them basically living in the same house with the children and a new baby, just a different man. It was a very odd thing to walk into. It was a very strange feeling, and I think it's supposed to be kind of, there's just this replacement man who's what she wanted Don to be all along, but she's just kind of filled that space for him. So it's just kind of, it's very strange. The whole storyline for my character in season 4 is her struggling through this new marriage, and it's going quite well. But then there's the irritating thing that she has kids with this other guy, and Don and Don and her's relationship is frayed, but it's still trying to be civil, but not really. There's still this married aspect of the relationship, that the bickering and the what must happen to a lot of married and divorced couples. So it's just her trying to find, some sort of path to make it easy, trying to get the kids to accept Henry, and trying to get Henry to accept her past with Don, and the fact that they're still living in the Draper house is very weird for Henry. And, and then her relationship with the kids, especially with Sally, is very strained and very volatile. And it's not a very happy season, I don't think, for anyone. From season 1 to season 4, she's changed a lot. I think that she speaks her mind a lot more. She has an idea of what she wants. She's she has more kids than she had. She's married to another man. She's lost all her parents. She's basically been orphaned. She's had to accept all these different scenarios in her life and try to make them okay for her. We had the table read today. We start shooting episode 11 tomorrow, and I got the script last night. So it's not only just an excitement to see what happens, but it's a bit of panic to figure out what I'm going to need to learn and memorize and, get emotionally into in time for, I have a big scene tomorrow, and I just got the script last night. So it's just getting your head in that headspace to give a good performance. The content of the scripts they're so brilliantly written in such a short period of time, and the research that's involved, and yeah, where they come up with half of this stuff, and how they put it together. I mean, they really, really, really deserve everything, all the success with the show, just because it's like writing an amazing movie script in a week. As much as I maybe don't relate to her as a person, or don't sometimes understand the things that she does and the moves that she makes. I'm very defensive of her when someone else talks about her. You know, whether it's a fan or just a family member or someone saying, God, I can't believe she decided to do that, or that she did, you know, that she said that. I get, you know, I really defend her in many ways, because she's not the most likable person or character on the screen. She doesn't really have a lot of control over what she says sometimes, and I find myself, personally, I have that characteristic as well. You know, the lacking of a filter sometimes, and I like that she's you know, been able to continue to grow as a person. She's trying. She might not be succeeding, but she's at least trying. I guess we're very, very lucky because we all do adore one another and respect one another, and we spend a lot of time with each other. So it's great that that's the case, and you know, we have a lot of fun, and I think that it's so important to the show and the quality of the show, and that we have that for one another. It depends if it's male or female fan. I think the male fans are primarily disappointed in a lot of the moves that Betty makes, and then the female fans are very supportive and kind of you know, pity her a little bit, or you know, depending on what happens. And when she decided to leave Don, or in the second season when she had the affair, they're very, you know, supportive of that decision. But and the men were disappointed, and it's very strange. It says a lot. It says that maybe we haven't changed all that much since that time, I think. We all pinch ourselves every day. I mean, we not only get to come to work and do something that is fun and challenging and amazing, but to be recognized by the critics and our peers it's been really phenomenal, really exciting, and just for the Emmys this year, it was really great to see so many of us individually and the show, and everyone involved in making the show recognized, was really great.